It's bright and early in the morning here straightway. And I asked my wife because, we didn't get a chance yesterday to check out the mail, to see what was going on, because I know we had a stack of it. And what do I see in the mail? What I see in the mail? And my wife had already has gotten to the mail and literally assassinated and assaulted the mail. See, we have the type of union in our marriage that, whatever's yours is mine is yours. We've always functioned like it, even when we were teenagers, boyfriends and girlfriends. By the way, Sister Carol and I have been together 29 years. But check this out. In the mail, look at that. Can you read that? Look at that. I get another credit card offer from Bank of America. Can you believe that? And then I get another one from Citi. Can you believe it? Now, some time ago, I had, and of course you can see that Sister Carol has already done told them what they think. And no matter how many times you tell them don't send you any offers, they do. You know the reason why they send it? Because we had them once. And I figured that I'd try to assist them out and see, hey, check them out. Hey, I'm not doing so good and stuff like that. I just wondered if you could, I'm a faithful customer. I wonder if you could just, reduce my interest rate or something like that. No, who do you think you are? Have you ever been in them customer service things with these jackleg financial institutions? No, that's right. We paid each one of them off years ago and cut a hack job up, them boogers up. Now them boogers want to charge you. Now I got this from J. Smith Ford. They want to charge you $5. Can you imagine? Let me see. If there's 15 or 20 million people that is with Bank of America, and I'll probably be a conservative, and they get $5 every single month from each one of them, do you understand how much capital that is just for you being what you would call a member of that bank? Let me tell you the best thing to do. You got some options. If you still have to use the banking system, you still have some options. Number one, silver. To hedge yourself against this phony system that is quickly falling and quickly running down the toboggan slide into the eternal lake of fire. Number two, you could probably just go outside of the city or find you some little bitty small bank. I wouldn't advise keeping no amount of money. As a matter of fact, I try to keep less than $1,000 in any bank at any given time whatsoever at all. And if I got more in there, I'm going to go get it too and get it out, because I don't believe in giving these pigs, these jackleg, jackals, sharks, or dogs, because that's what bankers are. It's a line institution. It's a line system. And the whole financial system in America is built on slavery, period, point blank. You go out and you get a student loan. You're enslaved, debt. A borrower is a servant to the lender. And then most of you live up under this phony prosperity stuff. That's the reason why I keep giving you examples. Hey, don't live above your means, because you ain't going to have no choice anyway. Most of you out there are biting your nails to the quick, trying to figure out how in the world you're going to keep your house, what you call your mansion, and what you call your castle and stuff, when you're only 2 paychecks away from the street. Well, you're going to have to listen to sound financial advice and sound financial wisdom. Don't live above your means. Go find you a little small credit union as far as a banking institution goes. Chances are you may have to be a government employee in order to get on the credit union, but there are other independent credit unions out there where you don't have to be a government employee in order to get on the credit union. And start hedging yourself against protection. I mean, after all, Bank of America, their stocks right now is hovering at $5.50 a share. Oh yeah, silver took a hit, and it's about $30-something. You ain't getting it for less than $35. But the one thing about this little piece right here, one day soon, this is going to be $100 an ounce. And you're going to wish, like a lot of other people wished, when I was telling them at $15, $16, $17, $18, $19 an ounce, you better go buy some silver, man, go buy some silver. Even though it's doubled, you still got people sitting on their 4-point of contact and won't do anything about it. You know the reason why? Because they look out, they look at their situations, and they don't understand that this takes a mindset change. I said it often. If you do the things that you've always done and expect change, that's the purest definition of insanity. And that's the way some of us are functioning by, just literally insanity. We are insane If we expect things going to get, it's going to get better. I talked to a guy the other day. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. Yeah, it's going to get better. It's going to get better for those of us who have prepared. And it's going to get worse for those of you who sit back and depend upon a system that has trained you to be subordinate. I know my voice sounds a little bit different. I've been doing a lot of preaching, a lot of hollering, a lot of screaming, a lot of dictating, a lot of mandating, a lot of trying to get everything together. The weather is cold in the morning, warm in the evening, cold in the morning, warm in the evening, and we're getting ready for God's. I hope that some way, somehow, that I said something that will at least try to inspire you and wake you up out of your sleep. But if not, go back to sleep, because I'm getting ready to go to God's. And we're getting ready to have a preparedness meeting. And you know the reason why we're having this preparedness meeting? Because we're prepared. And then there are other people who are showing that they mean business. They're coming from California, New York, Florida, Canada, and all across the United States. There are going to be a lot of people at this meeting. You know the reason why? Because they're not listening to their own education anymore that they so-called learned by the system. They're not listening to the banking system. They're not listening to Fox News or mainstream news media. They're not listening to none of that junk because they ain't working. They definitely ain't listening to these jackleg policing dogs or what you call so-called preachers. They definitely ain't listening to them. So, hey, do what you will, do what you want. One day, you're going to find out them trucks ain't going to be coming to that store. You're going to wish you had some skills in order to survive. And that's the truth, and that's the truth straightway. And while I'm here, if you're going to go out there and you're going to play in the paper game, let me give you a little bit of financial advice. It's almost a sure thing to bet against America and against the euro, against all these European countries, especially America. It is almost a sure thing to bet against this country because you're guaranteed to make profits. I mean, there are people out there right now in the financial sector talking about shorting America, shorting J.P. Morgan. Hey, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong betting against America. As a matter of fact, if you're going to make any kind of amount of money, if you're going to stay in the paper game, even though I don't advise you to, but betting against this country is a surefire thing because the collapse is inevitable. And that's the truth, and that's the truth straightway.